Hey neighbor, how you doing? Did you hear me? Good. It's the one right there. I ain't never seen nobody.
In the quiet, gritty outskirts of Louisiana, dawn breaks across the bayou, a swampy, sleepy town with secrets hiding beneath the still surface. But behind this peaceful exterior, a storm is already brewing. And it's about to engulf one man who's done everything in his power to leave his old life behind. This is the story of Phil Broker, a man who once walked among dangerous criminals and lived a life in the shadows. But now, he just wants to be a father. We begin in the thick of a high-stakes DEA raid. Phil Broker, undercover and wired, sits among a vicious biker gang led by the unpredictable and volatile Danny T. Wearing his leather and speaking their language, Broker's cover is solid. But today, everything changes. The feds close and a massive bust explodes into chaos. SWAT officers storm the hideout as bullets tear through the air. Motorcycles crash. Men scream. And in the middle of it all, Danny T's young son go down in a hail of gunfire, screaming for him. Helpless, Danny is arrested. He stares down Broker, bloodied and beaten, eyes full of vengeance that a father's rage. A child's trauma, and a mark left on Phil Broker that would haunt him long after the dust settles. The world is quieter now. Trees sway gently in the southern wind. Broker has retired from the DEA. No more busts. No more lies. No more blood. So they moved to a small Louisiana town, one with still waters and dusty roads. A place where time moved slower, where fathers could teach their daughters to ride horses, fish by the creek, and forget the world they left behind. But no place stays quiet forever. Maddie's tough, sharp, observant, and independent. Raised by a man who taught her not just to survive, but to stand her ground. So when a school bully pushes her too far, she fights back. One punch, and the piece begins to unravel.
Come get it. Loser.
Cassie Bodine, the bully's mother, doesn't like being embarrassed. She's brash, entitled, and petty to the core. When Phil shows up at school calm, civil, and in control, she doesn't like what she sees. And when he refuses to back down, refuses to apologize for Maddie defending herself, she decides to make things personal. Cassie turns to her brother, Gator Bodine. He's got the southern charm and a mechanic's smile, but underneath it all, he's a dealer, a manipulator, and a meth kingpin building his empire brick by brick in the shadows. His front is clean. His reach is wide. And when he finds out Phil used to be DEA, curiosity turns to obsession. He breaks into Phil's house, digs through old boxes, finds the file. Photos, records, names, faces. And one name stands out, Danny T. A cartel boss who lost his son in a DEA raid. A raid led by Phil Broker. Gator sees a chance to rise. A way to buy favor with a real player. He sends the files to Danny T. And just like that, the past catches up. Things get darker. Gator's goons start prowling. Watching Maddie at school. Slashing tires. Breaking fences. Leaving dead animals on the porch. A message. An omen. But Phil doesn't scare. He adapts. He prepares. Flashbacks haunt him. The bus that started it all. A warehouse. Screams. Gunshots. The look in Danny T's eyes as he watched his son die. It was supposed to end there. But in this world, nothing stays buried. Cassie's fear grows. She realizes Gator's playing with fire, bringing cartel heat into their quiet little town. She tries to pull back, but it's too late. Gator's in deep. The cartel sends muscle. To him in. They arrive quietly, slipping into town like shadows. Armed. Ruthless. Looking for Phil. But Phil's ready. He's wired every inch of his house. Every door. Every window. What was once a home becomes a fortress. Then comes the night. Maddie is kidnapped. The hitmen want leverage. Phil loses it. Comm cracks. The fire returns. He moves fast. Tracks them to an abandoned farm. Rain pours. Thunder roars. He takes them down clean, brutal, and fast. No mercy. No hesitation. Gator panics. The bodies are piling up. The cartel wants answers. Wants blood. But Phil isn't done. He goes on the offensive, burns the meth lab, exposes Gator's operation, and takes the fight straight to his door. One final siege. Gator's thugs surround Phil's house. Guns. Fire. Screams. Phil sets traps, uses flares, bait, his knowledge of terrain and combat. One by one, they fall. Smoke and fire dance in the night. Gator flees into the woods. Phil follows. This isn't just about survival. It's about ending it. He corners Gator at the edge of a swamp. But Maddie is watching, and Phil sees himself through her eyes. Not just as a killer, as a father. He spares Gator, calls the sheriff. Justice, not vengeance. The sun rises. Smoke still curls from broken glass. Maddie, safe, hugs him tightly. The danger is over, but the past will always whisper. Homefront isn't just about fists and bullets. It's about choices, sacrifice, about a man learning that true strength isn't in how many enemies you defeat, but in how far you'll go to protect the ones you love. Phil Broker didn't ask for this war, but when it came, he ended it. Because there's nothing more dangerous than a good man with nothing left to lose.